Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss about what is basic difference between sadness and depression and how someone can easily differentiate between the sadness and depression. And further in this video I'm going to discuss about the a little biology that is involved in the mental illness. And at the end of this video I'm going to discuss very simple ways how someone can get out of this mental illness that is called as a depression and that is prevailing vigorously in our society nowadays. So watch this video till the end, and if you are new at my channel, so kindly subscribe to my channel, that is Dr. Muhammad Zaheer Awan, and you can see also it on your screen as well. So what is sadness? Sadness is a reaction of someone to any situation that is happening around you. So it is kind of an emotion that you are feeling, whether you are failing in something, you are failed in a relationship, you are failed in doing a particular task, or you failed in anything that is happening around us. And if you are failed in that, you feel emotion, and that is called as a sadness. What you do in sadness, what mostly people do in sadness, they isolate themselves, they stop eating, they stop talking to each other, like they stop texting to their family, their friends. So this is a emotion, and this emotion will be last for a brief period of time. After some time that person gets very normal, he used to that relationship, he used to that situation, and things go normal. Depression, on the other hand, is a severe form of sadness. There are quite similarities in the depression and the sadness as well. So in the depression, a person that is feeling also that person feel lonely, that person stop eating, stop sleeping time, his schedule also changed, and he stopped texting to friends, stopped texting to family, and that is also a mental condition, or in other words, that is said to be a mental illness. And this is not a brief, I told you, in the sadness, person get normal after some time, like 10 days, week, or after a month, a person get normal, and he used to go outside and used to enjoy with the people, he used to to enjoy the company of his friends or her friends. In the depression, the person is a consistent with that situation, and he or she not going to talk about this internal condition to anybody. So it is a condition, it is a deep condition in that person. In that particular condition, person is not going to take himself out of this condition. He want to remain in that condition, and this goes on and on and on. There are certain stressors, or the factors basically, they increase your stress. That is your financial condition, that is your job situation, your job, and your environment of the job also going to affect that. That is your relationships, and when I'm talking about your relationships, I'm not talking about only the married life, before married life or after married life. I'm going to discuss about your relationship with your parents, relationship of the parents with their children, and relationship within the families as well. And the other important thing is the disease, or health is a very important factor. And after that, there are certain other factors, like I get sometimes angry when I'm stuck in a traffic as well. So different conditions are differently affecting different people. So one thing that may be stressant for me, that may be stressant not for you, that not stressant for somebody else. So there are different stressors, or the factors basically that are affecting our body, and they may be different for the different people as well. Some people get annoyed with the noises as well, but some people like that noises as well. So there are several other factors, you can count on them, and those factors basically affecting our body, and those factors will lead our body to a condition that is called as a stress, and that stress when severe down, that will lead to that mental illness, and that is called as a depression. So now you might be able to differentiate between this one that is called as a emotion, that is sadness, and other thing that is called as a mental illness. Now let us discuss about some biology that is involved in this mental illness. Whenever we feel sadness or this mental illness, that is called as a depression, our body release certain hormones. There are certain glands in our body, and to be very precise, because maybe certain people are watching this video who are not a biology student. So our body, our emotions, when we feel some emotions, our body respond to those emotions in the form of certain hormones or chemical, because in our body there are certain glands that respond to that stimuli, that respond to that emotion, and they release hormones, a chemical. And in that condition, the hormones, basically two hormones are released. One is called as a nephrin, and other one is called as epinephrine. So when the level of these two hormones increases in our body, what will happen? The body respond to those hormones and do different things for for the body. One thing basically these hormones do, they force the body to break down the lipids or the fats of the body and convert it into the glucose. So as a result, the blood glucose level increases. Second thing these hormones do, they basically increase the inflammation. Inflammation basically is a reaction of the body to the microbes, and the body, when you got the cut, there is a swelling happening over there. So that condition is known as a inflammation. So inflammation increases. Other one, that is the response of our body to the cancer cells, that is also decreases. So if you get depressed for a longer period of time, so simple means that you are more vulnerable to the cancers, and our body defensive system, they basically activated and go to kill the cancer cells. In this condition, in the depression, our body is unable to do that function, and so you have more chances to get cancer in this condition. The other thing basically happened in this mental illness or this condition that is directly relevant to this is the increase of the blood pressure. That will also lead to the different diseases, and it also increases one more thing, and that thing basically is a low response of a person to the vaccines. It also affects the structure of the brain as well. Now what will happen in the stress or in the deep, in this severe condition, our one of the brain part that is called as a hypothalamus, or basically that is involved in the memory formation, or the memory or the storage of the memory, that reduces with the period of time. Depression can affect our hypothalamus, and this will lead to the decrease of the concentration. If whatever you are doing, you are not going to concentrate on that your work. It will also affect certain enzymes, and as our whole body basically depends on the enzymes. Whatever reaction, whatever at a microscopic level is happening in our body, that is being controlled by a certain enzyme. So this mental illness that is called as a stress or depression will also affect certain enzymes that are involved in the stabilization of the DNA. So you get more and more stressed, it will affect your enzymes, and it will going to destabilize your DNA as well. And if your DNA is going to destabilized, it will lead to the cancer as well. Go talk to somebody, and if you don't want to discuss it with somebody, like join some club, like exercise club, or any sports club that you like. This will help you to utilize those glucose basically that is producing in your body. and the stress basically producing a glucose level, and it is going to increase in your body. So if you do exercise, it will release that stress and it will calm your body, and you feel more healthy than the normal. Take some time to do activity that you like most, and whatever you like. But you like drawing, you like photography, you like whatever you like, try to spare some time for that. Mostly people say that they are and when they are into this situation, they are unable to sleep. So for those, if you are unable to sleep well, so what you have to do a physical exercise like cycling, like anything that will make your body exhaust. When your body get exhausted, it will need rest, and when you go to rest, it will calm your brain, and when your brain is going to shut down for a few brief period of time, it will ultimately affect your body, and it will give you relief, and your thoughts and your emotions going to be settled down. In this situation, what you have to do, you schedule few things, like write down few things, like you have to go to bed like at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and you have to make sure that you go to bed at that particular time. And after that, try to eat healthy food. Healthy food means try to eat 50% every day. Your food must include fruits and vegetables. Do not sugary things, because as I told you, your body also already has more glucose in that. So try to avoid those things, those foods, those basically increasing your glucose level in your blood. Please don't isolate yourself from your family, your parents. Go talk to them, go talk to your friends. At least you have one person in your life. To that person you can talk to him or her everything of your life. Simplify your life, and one important thing that you can do you can go to a vacation, or you can go to a place where you feel internal peace, or you can feel the environment. You just try to feel the things that are surrounding you. Do not basically think about the 4 or 5 things that basically go wrong, and you think that your life is fully messed up. So think about all those 96% things that are basically good in your life. And so if you think about those 96 things and forget about those 4 things, you will surely get mental calmness, and that mental calmness will be observed in your mood, and your mood will, when your mood is good, you feel happiness around you as well. Aim something that will make you happy, that boosts your mood. Always try to feel, always try to get something from the situation, and do not get stressed. When you get stressed, ultimately your body going to respond, and when your body going to respond, it will ultimately affect your own body parts and your body cells as well. One thing that is really important, and we should think about that is gratitude. Like, do not think about the 2 or 4 or 5 things that happening around your life, and you think that your life is messed up totally, you are unable to do anything more. Try to think about those things that are going good around your life. Try to think about those 96 things that are doing good in your life, that are basically blessing you, that are the blessing of the God. So if we think about the gratitude, this will also help us. I think that it will help you a lot. So if you get stressed, try to think about those good things that are happening around your life.